Welcome to the Gouvy YG show. I'm YG, obviously, and today we're gonna talk about we haven't talked about NFL in a long time. The last time we spoke was episode 1, so there's a lot going on. Divisional's right around the corner, so let's get right into it. We have the Buffalo Bills versus Kansas City, and then you got obviously Tampa Bay versus Green Bay. Let's talk about a bit what got them to the NFC and AFC championship games. So you want to start with the AFC matchup or the NFC? Or?
Yeah, let's go with let's go in order. Tomorrow 3:00, Tampa Bay, Green Bay.
Green Bay. So
Green Bay at home.
Yeah, Green Bay's at home. We'll talk about, I guess, what led up our opinions to their matchups prior that got them to the AFC championship, to the AFC or NFC championship game, respectively, and then we'll give our I'll give my prediction who's gonna win. Gouvy will give his, and we'll have a little chat after that. So we can start with Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay, who they face Washington in the wild card.
We thought it would be easier, but
you know
they only
what?
won by a touchdown.
Yeah, they only won by a touchdown. So Smith wasn't playing and Haskins wasn't there either. You're expecting a blowout.
Actually, yeah. And then Heineke,
fucking guy. I can give that man a contract extension or something.
No, he's getting a contract extension. A team might actually sign him in the offseason, so.
People. He was auditioning for a team. You weren't expected to win. Obviously, you're the underdog, and you managed to.
He actually played good, and
you played good.
Keep it good.
Keep
it close.
And you gave them a fight. It came down to the wire.
But
Tampa Bay obviously is the better team. Ultimately, they won. And then fast forward, who they get? New Orleans. New Orleans. We both said Tampa's gonna take this one.
We both said it's impossible. You get blown out twice.
Yeah,
in the same year by the same team.
And not just
and
that.
you face them in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
And you lose again. You can't.
And not just that. It's it's Tom Brady. You can't see this. I just didn't see him losing. Twice. To the same three times, a third time to the same team. It just and it's playoffs. And he's been there before.
Breeze, unfortunately, he didn't have a good game.
Yeah,
but was it more than Breeze didn't have a good game, or was it more the Tampa Bay defense really played?
Tampa Bay defense really played well, but yeah, Breeze some picks were Breeze's fault. Misread the play. Didn't connect well. The throw was bad. There was a lot of a lot of throws. The throw was bad. It wasn't. He threw how many?
Well, it wasn't just his fault. It
was a mix of both. But obviously, if Breeze could have played better, they could have. It was pretty close up until the end. Really, it was close up until the fourth. And then the lead broke out. As long as they lost by 10. But it could have been worse.
Well, honestly, you look at it here. He had three interceptions, but also there was that fumble.
Yeah,
the fumble by Jared Cook.
Yeah, that one sucked. That hurt. He
really did hurt.
He had the ball, bang, done. That really hurt because they were on their way to potentially score a touchdown or at least 3 points. They were at midfield. They were past midfield at that point. So Jared Cook's fumble obviously hurt. You saw him frustrated on the bench too.
So it's more Tampa Bay defense.
It's just Tampa Bay defense. They did their job more than their job. They great defensive game. And it's a mix of both, I guess. It's Tampa Bay
defense, and there's offensive Saints just run out of gas.
Breeze.
Breeze retiring?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Would you want to have that last game? Anyway, we're gonna have a separate episode on that. We're gonna have some fun. We have a list of players that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna give our prediction on where they're gonna go. If traded, released, or retired or whatever. That's going to be really fun. But so we'll discuss Breeze on that one. But Breeze had a bad game. Cook, it's a mix of both, obviously. The defense played well, and Brady did Brady also, and Antonio Brown another great game.
Yeah, but he might not play. He might not. He's ruled out, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah, he's ruled out. Unfortunately, that sucks for them. So then, that's Tampa Bay's journey to face Green Bay, and well, the Saints could be a surprise for sure. Some people had the Saints. To me, it wasn't. To you, it wasn't. Great game and well deserved by Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
and they're exceeding my expectations really.
They really are. After
like I saw them
during the year.
That's what I'm
I was
saying.
Okay, make playoffs, but then
like I knew they'd make playoffs. They just you're like fuck. I don't know. Like just leading up to the playoffs, they're just playing great football and they don't want.
They came hot late.
And that's the way you want it. And that's the way you
perfect
want to do.
Yeah.
You want to come into the playoffs hot. You don't want to be hot at the beginning of the year. You want to be hot after week 9. And that's that their loss to New Orleans was week 9, and they're a different team after that. So then we have Green Bay. Green Bay obviously gets the bye first round. Then they faced the Rams.
The Rams.
No disrespect to the Rams, but
listen,
I mean
their defense statistically was best in the league, but they couldn't stop Rodgers.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop that offense.
Yeah. Donald couldn't. Yeah, he just couldn't.
And the Rams don't have an offense. We know this. You know this specifically because
they don't have it. They're known for their defense. They're not known for their offense. They're not particularly known for their offense. And not just that. I mean, think about it. Goff, for those who don't know, playing in Green Bay in this month of January is tough. It's tough as hell. It's really cold. You can't throw the ball. Like Rodgers has been playing there. These players been playing there. They know they could play through this. When you haven't been playing, like come November, it starts getting really cold. It gets colder there than here sometimes. It gets colder than Montreal. So
really does.
In November, and Rodgers been doing this since fucking 2005. Okay, started playing in 2008. That's over a decade. Rodgers being used. Rodgers is throwing the ball, no problem. Doesn't matter the weather. Goff already has trouble throwing the ball. No disrespect to Goff. He had a broken thumb.
Yeah, he did.
And now you're throwing it when it's like minus 15, minus 20 with the broken thumb. Like honestly, it was closer. It was closer than they were always down by either 2 touchdowns, then they would answer back, and they were down by 1, and then Green Bay would get another one and be up by two touchdowns again. But it was you knew Green Bay's taking this. I don't know about you.
Championship, but
unless you thought maybe the Rams.
I clearly did not. I'm a big fan of Green Bay.
The majority of us.
And the NFC, honestly, if I had to choose a team in the NFC, it would be Green Bay, and because they've been there, they're consistent. But now they're in the championship once again.
And he's won in. Fun fact: Brady's not Brady. Rodgers is 1-3 he's been in 4 conference games, and he's only won once, and that time he went to Super Bowl and he won it versus Steelers. After that, he lost to he lost to the Niners last year. Then he lost to the Falcons. Then he lost to the Seahawks. Okay, so he's known to coming here and something happens. But this year, I'm giving my honest prediction: Green Bay is taking out the Bucs.
I absolutely agree. They look really good this year. They look unstoppable. That offense, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones running the ball really good too. So if the pass ain't there, you have Aaron Jones in the back. Factor in the cold. I know Brady has played in the cold. He was playing in New England, whatever, but it's nothing nearly as what it is in Green Bay. It's just the way they look. They just look really good. They do, and they don't need the number 2 receiver. They have one of the top 5 number 1, Devontae Adams. Amazing.
You don't even need a number 2, and even the other guys when Adams is double covered, Lazard makes a play anyway.
Scantling is there.
Yeah, that Tonian is he's there too. It's just Rodgers is just that good, and sometimes even if Devontae is double covered,
he could still make it to catch.
Finds the play somehow. So I have
all around they're a good team. Honestly,
they're really good.
Okay, they can't stop the run as much.
Yeah, the run defense is a bit weak, but I think but is Tampa Bay's run defense that elite? I mean, it's decent, but it's not one of the
run offense.
The run offense. My apologies. Is the run offense? It's not elite.
No,
I mean it doesn't suck, but it's let's just say. You never said Tampa Bay won because of their run game, that game,
Well, Ronald Jones, he does put up some good games, but...
Yeah, I know he does, but...
Oh, he had that 199-yarder there one time?
Yeah, that one time in 16 games. I'm just saying, it's not... That's not the main reason why they win, that's all I'm saying,
Yeah, they have weapons, but now, like you said, Brown is gone. Brown will not be
there.
Yeah,
Brown is not playing, so that
Evans is hurt.
Evans is playing hurt. We know Evans is playing.
But everyone is playing. But
Evans
is time of the year. Yeah. Everyone's playing hurt. But
Evans is playing. He's playing hurt. We know he's 100%. Gronk is
just not Gronk, not really Gronk this year. But yeah, AB, it's a shame because AB was finally getting in his zone. Like, he's been playing really well the 2 last weeks of the season, and then the last 4 weeks he's been playing great, over 100 yards, catching touchdowns. It's a big loss. It's a big loss for them. But look, Tom Brady's gonna find a way to get his touchdowns, whatever. I'm going with Green Bay.
I agree. Green Bay it is. They're only favored by 3.5 points.
Yeah, expect maybe possibly a close matchup, but I just think Green Bay is ultimately gonna go on top, and Rodgers is gonna try to chase his second Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
Then we have, I guess that pretty much sums up for the NFC title game.
So in the Super Bowl, we have Green Bay.
Yeah, we have Green Bay representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. And you look at KC versus Buffalo. We can start with we'll start with the road team, I guess. So Buffalo, wild card, to face your Colts. You obviously analyzed this game very well. What'd you think of that game?
They didn't look as elite as they did during the season in that game.
I agree, 100%. I agree, 100%.
If no disrespect to Rivers, but you let Rivers carve you up a little bit like that.
It ended with the last play.
Sorry,
it could have gone either way. Colts could have won the game.
They could have.
So I'm looking at I look at that game after it. I'm like, okay, yeah, but Bills won as they should have.
And it's honestly it's Diggs and Allen carrying the team.
Yeah.
That's what it really is. And on defense, you have a decent defense, not the best defense, a decent defense.
Yeah. Like after that game, at this point the division hasn't happened yet. So after that game, I'm just like, holy crap! If Rivers can do that much damage, with no disrespect, T.Y. Hilton is past his prime, whatever. Colts don't have the best receiving corps.
No, they don't.
Let's be honest. And they have Rivers throwing the ball, so it's like, if Rivers could put up 24 points and manage to lose only by 3, God knows what the hell Baltimore's gonna do. God knows what Lamar Jackson's gonna do. So at that point, I'm just like, like we discussed it together too. We're like, if Buffalo doesn't tighten up that defense, don't expect a long playoff run. So what do they do versus Baltimore? That's what they did.
Made us eat our socks.
They tightened up the defense, held Baltimore to 3 points.
Stop Lamar like that. Yeah, okay, Lamar he left hurt, but
yeah, he left hurt. That's fine, but still, they wouldn't ever won. Anyway, Baltimore. I think Baltimore. If 2 random guys from Quebec could realize this, I'm pretty sure the coach realized this. They made some defensive adjustments, and they knew they're like, hey, we can't allow Baltimore to go 24 points. Baltimore's obviously a much better team than the Colts. So if 2 nobodies from Quebec, no respect to us, who are we, right? We just love sports, we know sports, but if we could figure that out, I think they could figure that out. If they didn't, there would have been a problem. And they figured it out. They came in, they beat them 17-3. Kind of a boring game, obviously, but whatever. If you love good defensive football, it was cool. You would have liked it. But yeah, they came in. The troubles they had versus the Colts, they took care of that, and Allen did Allen, and that's it.
And now they're in the AFC Championship
game, as they should, as they deserve. The Bills fans. Fucking great fans, faithful fans, and
the hype is there.
Hype is there. Breaking tables.
The
fans putting each other through tables.
Bills Mafia.
So yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I am happy for them. Like, unless you're in their division, I don't see how you could hate the Bills. And even Pats fans, like, you've been dominating the NFL for like 20 years. Like, if you're salty about this, like, there's a problem.
There's a problem. Something
like Jesus Christ, man. Like, He's been in the league for 21 years. He's been to 14 AFC Championship games. Like, come on, guys. Pats fans, just give them a round of applause, man. I'm not expecting you to cheer for them, but just,
salute them. Shout respect.
Yeah, shout respect. Give credit where credit's due. It's the end of an era. It's a new era. Bills, Miami's on the up and coming too, but Bills they're the team to beat in that division. So congrats to them, honestly. And then you have KC. Division, wild card, bye. Obviously, nothing to talk about there. Divisional.
Browns.
Scary there for a second for KC fans.
I think everyone was happy to see the Browns win because if Browns go in the AFC Championship, whoever they face, it would be easier for them.
Yeah.
But no, I mean KC was KC.
KC was KC. Listen, luckily they had the lead.
But Mahomes, he's hurt.
He's playing though.
We don't know 100% yet.
No,
he was practicing. It's not confirmed yet.
It's confirmed. My phone got a. I'm pretty sure you got. We got the thing notifications. It's confirmed. He's playing.
He's confirmed.
Yeah, he's playing. He's playing. He cleared protocol. He logged in 2 practices. He's in. I'm pretty sure you got a. Maybe you didn't see it. Because I got it from either the Score or Bleacher, something like that. So I guarantee you got it.
Shout out to the Score.
Shout out to the Bleacher Report. You guys are the best. Especially Bleacher.
Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report, the best. Yeah, so... yeah, he's playing. Is he at 100%? We don't know, but we know he's playing. He cleared protocols. The thing is, the hit wasn't... It wasn't necessarily the hit that gave him... It's the way he fell. So maybe you knew that, okay, maybe it won't be that bad, hopefully, But that's what the concussions are. You have to clear protocol, and you have to log in at least to practice. If you can't do that, you're not playing. So he did that. He cleared protocol. He logged in, I think, 1 or 2 practices. They ruled him good to go. So, but scary thought, like, for real. Like, and Cleveland was about to come back. Like, Cleveland was, I'm like, oh my God. Like, obviously, okay, a win's a win. Obviously, Cleveland fans knew, okay, if Mahomes was there, they would have, cleaned us. Let's say they would have won. Let's say they would have made the comeback and won. But yeah, it was pretty scary. It was a nice game. Like, it made it an entertaining game. It was like you knew that like it was leading to a blowout. Like, I was just like, all right, just watching the game and I was falling asleep. Like, it was leading to a blowout, and then Mahomes goes out. So it woke me up a bit. All right, okay, now we got a game, and yeah. So, but. I mean, we knew. I didn't think you thought Cleveland was gonna win. Obviously, no. I didn't think.
if they did.
I didn't mind. I don't hate Cleveland. 2
underdog stories.
I'm just
Bills
going.
And Browns paid their dues all over the years.
My prediction was obviously KC was taking it. Nothing against the Browns. Just KC's the better team. And you know what? The Browns, nothing to be bummed out about. They took out the Steelers week 17. They took them out in the playoffs. Like, that's, and after all the shit talking the Steelers did, like, it must have felt so, like, just that was probably like their Super Bowl, just being the Steelers, after all the comments Juju was making, the same old Browns, and all the comments Claypool was making, about them, and like this and that. Like, it felt good. It must have felt so good. I think them being the Steelers was just as good as maybe them winning the Super Bowl. The Steelers have been dominating.
Dominating. But most of them haven't been there. They haven't. They played a couple seasons with the Steelers.
Yeah. I'm just saying as a whole. I'm saying in general, like, the fans really wanted that win, and good for them, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the Bills, KC. Who you got in this game though?
I'm gonna go with a little upset here. I want Buffalo. I
want Buffalo.
I want Buffalo. I think Buffalo.
You think Buffalo?
I think Buffalo.
I want Buffalo. I think KC though. Yeah. So we both have Tampa. No, we both have Green Bay in the NFC. You have Buffalo and I have KC. I want Buffalo. Don't get me wrong. I want Buffalo, but I think KC is ultimately, they've been there before. I feel like they're not done yet. But Buffalo, they're going to be back there sooner than you think. If my prediction goes through and KC wins.
Well, why do you think KC wins?
Maybe experience. They're more offensive powered than nothing against Buffalo. But Allen is there, Diggs is there. Hell, even big brain freeze.
Who, the receiver?
The little guy from Dallas that's in.
Oh, Cole Beasley.
I always forget his name. Cole Beasley. Him too, man. He's having a very underrated year.
Yeah, he really is.
I saw. I don't remember by heart, so I'm not gonna stare and lie. But like, it had a picture that wrote more receptions than like this big name receiver, more touchdowns, and then like it had like. He had more catches, more receptions, more yards, more TDs than 3 like elite receivers. Like, I saw a picture. I forgot. I'm not gonna stare and pretend like I don't remember. I do not remember. I remember I saw that picture, and it's like I didn't even know. Like, that's how under the radar he is. That's how underrated he is. So they have him too, and he's having a spectacular year, and no one's even talking about it. Guy's like 5'9", and he's putting up numbers. So nothing against Buffalo's offense. It's just I don't think their defense could hold up to Mahomes and Tyreek and Kelsey and Hardman and all these guys.
This is what I think. If you can game plan to stop Lamar, okay, he's not the best quarterback. He's a great runner, great outside the pocket. He's unstoppable outside the pocket. if you can game plan versus Baltimore and hold them only to 3 points, you can game plan against Mahomes and win. Not hold them to 3 points. That's going to be impossible. But you can game plan and find a way to win this game.
Just that offense is just so much more versatile than.
Of course.
KC's offense is
Is
just.
Edwards Hilaire coming back?
I don't know.
We don't
That's
know.
actually one thing I do not know. Wow.
If he's not, I mean, Bell is okay, but he's not in his prime anymore.
Yeah.
Bell, he's 30. So run game might not be there. So you're gonna rely on the pass.
Check if CH actually it'll bring up. Is there any news on that?
Injuries. Here we go. Le'Veon Bell questionable. Sammy Watkins questionable. Who else we have here?
No.
Clyde Edwards-Hilaire
Questionable.
questionable.
Okay, so that's why we don't know yet because these are game time decisions, and if at this point on Saturday they're still questionable, Saturday afternoon, we're gonna find out maybe by the end of the day, by tomorrow game time decision. So yeah, if they don't have Hilaire and
Sammy
or
Watkins.
Bell,
I mean Watkins, it's okay.
yeah, Watkins is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying if they don't have that run, if they don't have the run game, like I said in episode 1, how do you stop Baltimore? You stock the Bucs and let them run. Well, hell, this time let their run game try to beat us, type of thing. You know, that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
If these two guys are not playing, obviously, if they're not, then you gotta watch out both because Hilaire and Bell, if they're both there,
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
It's hard, man. Okay, Bell is past his prime, but Bell's Bell, and he has that experience. And if you leave him too much room, and he's gonna find the holes, he's gonna find tackles, he's gonna break tackles, I understand they could do that, but just Mahomes is just
Gotta see tomorrow.
yeah.
Gotta see tomorrow.
Mahomes is just Mahomes. He's crazy. So that pretty much wraps up the NFL talk
How
that
about
we
let's do a
missed.
bet on it? How about if Bills win, you have to wear a Montreal Canadiens jersey for 1 day. If the Chiefs win, I would have to wear a Leafs jersey for a day.
All right, you heard it here first. So get ready. Next episode, he's wearing a Leafs jersey.
Oh God! No.
We're looking at this game very closely, clearly. So yeah, that wraps up NFL.